It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got two teams who were AFC rivals for almost 25 years. It's the Broncos and the Seahawks on Monday night.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle.
Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, welcoming you to the end of Week 1 of the 2022 season. And the appeal for this one, it's obvious. No surprise it's been saved for primetime, CD. These two franchises involved in a blockbuster deal in the offseason that, of course, dealt that quarterback from Seattle to Denver, and now he gets to face his former team.
That quarterback, Russell Wilson, and his first game back in Seattle, his biggest deal, making sure he goes to the proper locker room. Let's face it, Denver had to have a quarterback. We're used to this franchise being one of the best ones in the NFL. 5 straight losing seasons despite talented rosters. Seattle, they experienced their first losing season last year since 2011, going 7-10. As we begin this new season, high expectations for both, but both with major differences leading their squads.
The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. Here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle.
The Denver Broncos knew exactly what they wanted when they acquired Russell Wilson. They wanted to bring in a quarterback who was durable, consistent, and a proven winner to take a talented roster back to the postseason. And Russell Wilson, he was all of those things in Seattle. 1 losing record in 10 seasons.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
A little trouble thus far in their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Gets around him, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Get a look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there, and the quarterback brought in as part of that big offseason trade, now in his 4th NFL season, Drew Lock.
It wasn't the easiest of times in Denver for Drew Lock, who was unseated after a single 4-win season as the Broncos starter. The Russell Wilson trade sent him to a fresh start and a starting opportunity with the Seahawks. Maybe a change of scenery is exactly what's needed to bring the potential out of the former 2nd-round pick.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
Taken down at the 42. 2nd down and 8.
They run again with Carson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's when they get out on that play.
Throwing now is Locke. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big mark early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 39 yards.
And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Locke going to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Locke now on 1st down.
And this will go to Carson out wide. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Carson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 at a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw it is Locke. Pass incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
The lock exits on 4th down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers.
This from 44 yards out, left hash. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now Wilson
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your first down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the first down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say, hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, present it. He went in and took it far enough downfield to make sure that they had enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwobunom.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Williams running left. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now Wilson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get on it, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon,
his first rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
47 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Here's Locke to throw.
This one to the former Bronco. It's Noah Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Locke going right back to Fant, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll toss it out to Carson. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point in the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Carson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Locke exits on 4th down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers.
This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So a long ball gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They try the left side here with Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go.
At their own 13.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This is Carson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
73 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
On 1st down, Locke. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now in his 4th year, you still have to marvel at the type of athlete that DK Metcalf is. Honestly, unfair to ask some corners to lock this guy down. And as we know, not many can. 75 catches, a career high 12 touchdowns last season, and a 1st down with that catch there.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke.
That one complete downfield to Eskridge.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Penny, a first down carry, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They look to throw. It's Locke. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Locke. And he wisely will throw that one away. Myers' kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That was off kilter. Offense up front, everyone was just kind of out of sync.
Well, from my perspective, that certainly looked like the defense just destroyed that play, absolutely just took it over.
All right, so I'm going to revamp what I said. The defense was in sync. How about that?
Oh, I like that one.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Wilson to throw.
This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jerry Jeudy.
48 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
McManus now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Locke's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Locke going to throw. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Come on, boys. Let's pound the rock.
Throwing now is Locke.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Block now to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Broncos in that first half. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Now it's Carson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw in his lock. And that is incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, able to avoid him. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams.
To about the 35, 2nd down. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Again, it's Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
A nice little juke.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Williams.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Williams.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Block now on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Throwing on first down is Locke.
And this will go to Carson out wide. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Again, it's Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Here's Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
The busy night continues for Williams.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. It's complete to Williams.
And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
To throw is Wilson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lot. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. On 1st down, Locke. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. They'll run the screen with Carson. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Here's Locke to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Locke. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Locke. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Locke, gotta have this one. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Locke. His throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Locke going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now Locke. It's caught. Lockett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Locke now on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Locke now to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Colby Parkinson
From 3 yards out.
and the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. They run it again with Williams. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Locke.
Again, it's Carson with another catch. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Locke now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Locke looks to throw it again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Locke working out of the gun.
That one to Swain, complete.
And some room to maneuver. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Here's Carson. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. shotgun snap to Locke. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Locke off of play action. This is caught. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. They run for it with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.